Hello, everybody. I'm coming on because I want to quickly kind of go over something that I'm getting to clarify some of the messages that are coming through, because it can be confusing, it can be conflicting, it can be contradictory, right? Sometimes you get walk away, sometimes you get stay and work together with the people, or, accept and allow, or learn and move on. So the messages are coming through that way because it's up to you. I used the BU cards today. And listen, the decision is yours. And trust your intuition. Accept and allow. Each person will get a different meaning from that. Because some people will say, I'm going to accept what I have and I'm just going to allow it. Others will say, I'm going to trust that I need to move on because I've already learned from it and I'm going to walk away. It's up to me. And that's true. And that's why it's going to always come back to what you feel is best for you. Because trust for some people will be move on. Trust for others will be I need to stay. It's up to you. You're going to know what's best for you. Now, in today's daily, we got walk away, we got learn from it and move on, and we got make the decision. We also got these two cards here where both represent nothing happening, stagnation. This one feels restricted. Both of them have blindfolds on. So there's a difference. And I just need to clarify, because of what I was just getting, I need to clarify some things so that you all can understand what the difference is, right? So it's a matter of being on different frequencies versus being on two different vibrations, right? So what does that mean? If you're on two different frequencies with someone, or with an energy, I'm going to speak about it as if it's someone, and then you can kind of put that into your life if it's just an energy, like a work, a situation, right? If you're on two different frequencies, it's going to weigh you down. And what this is, think about like a radio station, and you go to a station and all you hear is static. The frequency is low, or it's a different frequency than yours. So it could be a higher than yours or lower than yours. It doesn't matter. It's just a different frequency, which means it's going to be a lot of misunderstandings. Okay, so what does that mean? It means the two people cannot understand each other. They're not on the same page. They're constantly clashing. Okay, so one person, you walk outside, one person says, oh, wow, the sky is gray. It looks like it's about to rain. The other person responds, why are you so negative? Why are you focused on that? That's so negative. Why don't you just focus on other things that are good? But the first person is like, hold on, wait, I didn't say that in a negative way though. Well, you're being negative. It doesn't matter how you said it. I took it as you being negative. You're focusing on the skies are gray. The other one's just like, woo, okay. That's a total misunderstanding. It doesn't matter how much person A tries to explain to person B, hey, look, I was not saying that in a negative way. I didn't mean it negatively. And I don't know why you're coming that way. Just know you're on two different frequencies. It's just static. Neither person will hear or understand the other. And someone's going to just have to decide, this is too much. It's too heavy. It's weighing me down. And that's when they're saying, hey, it's up to you, but it may be better to walk away. Because this will be, walk away, just when I put this down. And this came out. Because this will be one of those situations where you feel like this constantly. You feel restricted. You feel like you can't say things. You feel like you're in a prison. You can't be yourself. And these are the BU cards. If you're in that kind of situation, it's being advised Learn from it what you can and move on. That's when you have a decision to make. You're at a crossroad. It's up to you though. Because these kind of connections, the two just don't understand each other. It's like you're speaking two different languages. It's two different energies trying to communicate, and it doesn't matter what either one says to the other. It's going to always be a misunderstanding. This will create imbalances, major imbalances, major. So this is two different frequencies. You're on a whole different wavelength than the other person. It's hard. It's hard for both people, honestly. Now, if you're on two different vibrations, it's not a misunderstanding. It's just a different in perception, right? It's like you have a conversation and person A makes their, comment. Person B says, oh yeah, I can see how you can see it that way, but I don't agree. I don't see it that way. And you continue to express what you feel, right? You speak your truth. This came out this morning as well in the BU cards. You speak your truth clearly, right? It may not be what the other person wants to hear. King of Swords speaks his truth. You communicate clearly. I shared the Gemini Expect a Miracle video this weekend, and I'll put the link down below. And in that video, it talks about this energy. Temperance came out this morning in the daily as well. And what you're doing is you're learning to accept, that there's other people who are different from you. But that doesn't mean you need to run. And these are the type of connections they're saying you can work on these. It's good when you have a difference in perspective, because it's not misunderstandings. You're not on a different frequency. You're just on a different vibration. And that's fine, because those you can merge. Because you accept and you allow. It's like, okay, they don't see it how I see it, but they actually hear me. They understand why I see it the way I see it. It's like two people who are different, but they learn to coexist, right? And these are the type of connections. It's an opportunity, but you may feel like it's one of these connections where it's two different frequencies. So you may not want to take it. But it's an opportunity. So this is this energy. Stagnation, indecision. This is indecision. This is feeling restricted. This is feeling like there's nothing that you can do to make it better. And these are the type, because you're not stuck. You have choice in everything. It's up to you here. So it's up to you if you want to stay in that kind of connection. Basically, that's a choice. That's the choice you make. You're at the fork in the road. Both of these are twos. You're at the fork in the road. Which way you want to go? Do you want to continue in the same path, or you want to take a different path? Because choose a new direction came out this morning as well. This says you're undecided. Like, it's not totally something you can throw out. You just know that you see the world different, and that's fine. That's actually beautiful. And these are the type of connections they're saying. Shift your focus. It's not the person that you should be focused on, right? Focus on you. Make sure you're still speaking your truth, though. That's setting healthy boundaries. Do not hide your voice. And these kind of connections, when you're on two different vibrations, these kind of connections, they actually assist each other with experiencing the world in a different way. So this is also testing, or it feels different. It feels new. And they're saying shift your focus, allow new things, allow new energies, right? So this is This was coming out strong. They're like, just kind of clarify. Because there's two different frequencies here. And there's two different vibrations here. And when you're when you vibe with the person, like you can have a conversation, they hear you, you hear them. It's beautiful. You can merge these energies. This can become a balanced connection. This is total imbalance. It's constant misunderstandings. And this has that gaslighting effect here, where you are being blamed for something you didn't even say or mean or feel. But what's really happening is a projection. The other energy is projecting onto you their own feelings. And this is why it's so heavy and weighing down, because you end up taking on, if you're not aware of what's actually happening, you take on what the other energy, the other person is putting onto you, and you take it on as yours. You start taking responsibility for another person's feelings. This can have a parasitic type of effect, because their energies latch onto you, and it's like an energy vampire. It can suck you dry. It weighs you down. You'll end up having like physical ailments, back problems, and other things as well. Mental illness. You start thinking you're crazy. Like, it's like taking on other people's baggage. This is a heavy burden to carry. And these kind of connections, it's really, really something for you to learn in it. There's always something to learn, but you have decisions to make. And I just wanted to do this to clarify the difference, because a lot of people are like, wait, should I work on it or should I? Because this morning we had getting to know each other, we had reconciliation, and we had attraction. So it's like, am I supposed to it's like you should be able to tell what kind of connection you're in. Some of them you can work on. Some of them, it's really, really a big burden you're picking up. You know, the child card came out, and these energies, you're dealing with the person's inner child, and it's going to be a reactive, explosive kind of connection. And to be honest, the energy you're dealing with may not even realize that this is how they're showing up. It's almost like someone who's never been able to express. So throat chakra was coming up. See, this is someone who's trying to express a lot of unexpressed feelings, and it's going to come through. It's going to come out through anyone they're interacting with. So it's not just you. So we have a lot of people who are here, and you'll see this in comment sections. It's like two people having two different conversations, and no one is really even understanding the other. And it's if you're at a space where you understand that the person just won't be able to even see your point of view, you have choices to make. These are not the type of interactions that you want to continue, because it's only gonna weigh you down. You got to know when to walk away from these kind of, I'm gonna call it an altercation, but it's up to you. Like, continuing to entertain this kind of back and forth, it will get you feeling like heavy. And then you have to bring up those emotions for release, but just know those emotions are happening for a reason. It's the ones that you're holding on to. So forgiveness came out as well. So it's like things that were down there that needed to be released. So even if you end up having this kind of experience with someone, just know there's something in it for you as well that you want to just release. Feel whatever it is that's coming up and release it, and then make your decision of what you need to do. There are other connections that are actually supportive for growth. It's just people who are on different pages, but they understand. They speak the same language. They're on the same energetic frequency. They're on the same frequency. They just have different views. And when you merge two opposite views, it becomes one. And that's the beautiful thing about it. So I just came on just to kind of clarify that, because I was given like an explanation of where people are, and I saw some people are like in that bridge between, like everyone is like 4D energies, right? Some people are already on the 5D, some people are still working 3D, but I see in these kind of situations, this, if you're in 4D, this can bring you back to 3D energies. If you're in 4D, this kind of connection can bring you higher into the 5D frequencies, 5D energies. Because this is going to encourage you to speak your truth, right? And be who you are and really, really accept and allow things. This is growth. This is going to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. There's a blame. There's like a victimizer energy here. You are negative. You're bringing up things. You're doing this to me. There's victim consciousness here, where one person is blaming the other. This is imbalance, and it will bring you down to the lower, denser energies. Okay, so I mean, that's basically it. I'm working on zodiac sign readings this week, and I just wanted to come on and clarify that for y'all. Okay. All right, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.